We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
We'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He completes this one to Mallory. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point. He breaks
to the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
All right.
Stroud begins with a pass. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
All right.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And not much there. The original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. In motion now, it's Collins. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got it! And he'll take it on in. Down. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That is hard! And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Second down, Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. What can they do here on third down and 7? Lawrence now. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. A second down throw for Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Dell motioning over. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10. Here's... Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 3rd down and 9. Now, Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. In motion comes Thomas. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Jaguars' first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after.
And he's got another one. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. first and 10.
Why, Tony? How was that?
Now Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Rush. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On first and 10, Lawrence. He completes this one to Mallory. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He finds Scott Miller. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion now, it's Miller. He's got it at the 3.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down, Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He
works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79. Jacksonville. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third-quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Schultz is the motion man. On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Now it's the veteran, Dare Ogunbowale. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Talk about having a breakout season in year 3. I mean, years 1 and 2, Mike, he didn't combine for 1,000 yards in total. Year 3, nearly 1,300 yards. Big reason for C.J. Stroud's great rookie season behind center was the play of Nico Collins.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. Open space inside the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. ETN. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7. Lawrence now. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Jacksonville.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Quick throw, taken in.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Once again, it's Etienne. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now Lawrence.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
Here we go.
On second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively a fourth down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. To throw, it's Stroud. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A second down throw for Stroud. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Texans. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Big opening up the middle. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick two? 2 points going the other way. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Putting the tight end in motion. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Working his way open, that's Schultz. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. ETN now on 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Duvernay in motion. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, but per the new rules, since the ball hit in the landing area, the drive does start at the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, and that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown Jaguars. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. To throw is Stroud. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up second down. Stroud to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first down, Lawrence. He completes this one to Mallory. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll go right and find his running back. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down. Now, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with...
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. They'll go with the reverse. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Look the hot. Ow, tonight. 11.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll go play action with Stroud. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
Look the hot. All right. Tony. Hey, Uno more. None.
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the Jaguars are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.